So I'm the naughty girl from school, and it's fantastic to be standing up here, you know, in this terribly posh building with a microphone in front of me. And if any of you are my teachers, you'd be really worried by now, because I once had this opportunity at school as well, it all went horribly wrong. But I'm going to behave myself tonight. So I'm a naughty girl from school that was always going to find a way to try and make a difference. You know when you heard about, I did a radio program the other day called The House I Grew Up In. They asked me, when on earth did you start doing these things? And I always remember when I was about 14, and there was a kid at our school who was going blind, and the whole school was crying about it. It was all announced at the assembly, and I went home and told my dad, "Dad, it's awful, it's awful." He says, "It's all right, love, I'm going to cry about it. Now what are you going to do about it?" And I remember, he said, "Emma, stop crying and get something bloody done." Yeah? And I remember going back to school and starting to run auctions and raising money, and Danny went and had his operation. So it's always been my belief that, you know, one person can do something, and it's what we all do rather than what we all talk about that makes a difference. I've been with the NSPCC as the chairman of the fundraising, you know, the Green Stop campaign. As the voluntary chairman of that, regional for the whole of the country. And with my chief exec, as I like to call her, we'd raised 57 million quid. And so I'd learned a bit about fundraising. I'm thinking, these small charities, they don't know anything. They know so little about what the big charities know. They don't know about fundraising and governance, they know marketing and legacies and trusts, all the stuff that we just took for granted in the big charities, that we just did with our eyes shut and raised 57 million quid to save kids' lives, which I'm very proud of. They had not got a clue. And I made the one phone call which was to change everything I thought about charities. And I made that phone call to Pauline, who's sitting to my left here. And Pauline was my chief exec, as I like to call her, at the NSPCC. She was, if I was the volunteer, she was the executive I was working with. I says, "Pauline, got a bit of a problem down here in Dagenham, and I'm going to give 30 grand to this charity, but something feels wrong. Because all I'm doing is staying their execution." Pauline, the biggest gift I could give them is the knowledge that sits in your head. The biggest gift I could give them is long-lasting sustainability. It's the knowledge to do this thing for themselves, the training, the knowledge, the guidance, the grit, all of it. And I said, "Can I ask a favour, love? I know we're really busy, but I'm sure you don't currently work on Sundays." And she said, "What?" I said, "Pauline, I need you. I'm going to give them 30 grand, but they need something more." And she says, "Of course I'll do it." So out of Pauline, I got this commitment that she would come and help this charity and train them so they didn't fall over again. And she did. And out of that came the idea. I says, "Pauline, how's about we create," and I'd always had this idea that I wanted a foundation for social improvement. "How's about we create an organisation that for free trains the small guys?" There was a woman who was helping prostitutes in King's Cross. She'd absolutely run out of money. She came to one of the advice sessions that Pauline and her teams run, and she said, "Oh, I'm doing this." I said, "Stop what you're doing." They just showed her how to get the grant. "Let's show you how to do it," and I think she then got a £45,000 grant, which will last her for years, and she'll go on making a difference, yeah? So it's transformational. So instead of giving the fish, I've moved on to the fishing rod, yeah? And for every £1 that's gone into the foundation so far, the genius of the people that work in it have turned it into £7. The big charities are great too, but this is something really special. And now we've got Small Charity Week, and then today especially, we've got big, come on you lot, the powers that be, notice the small guys. Because they represent nearly 80% of the sector, and they don't have a big voice. And they're on your street and they're on my street, and they're helping out the people on my street, or the rescuing animals, or whatever it is they choose to do, frankly, because they are the people utterly driven by passion and commitment. They'll work every hour that God saved for sod all of nothing, yeah? Because they're driven by something that's happened to them mostly, or something that they've seen. And it's those people that I want to support, because those people truly make a difference, and maybe one day they'll become a really big charity. Yeah? Or they'll stay at the size they want to be. So I wholly support small charities. I hope you all do too, which is why you're here today. And you'll do anything you can. Maybe you can think about what you could do to go and support a small charity on your street tomorrow. Because we did a survey, and there's about 100,000 of them, 56,000 put their hands up and said, anyone walks through our door and makes an offer, we'd say yes. Yes, so they're out there waiting for you now, anything that you can do.